Right, I'm going to just do a quick card for Tuesday in case I've not got my shit together to film one of these. Basically. So my mum's on her way. She of the Lotus. Interesting. I just spoke about the Lotus and the ones that I've filmed for today. Today being Monday. So Lotus flowers about growing up through the mud and facing the light. So similar to the sunflower analogy I say all the time. So shine your light, I just opened it up too. Shadow work, addressing dissonance, seeing downfalls as the flip side of superpowers. That's like what I'm like about all my difficulties. I don't like even calling them difficulties, you know what I mean? They're my superpowers. Although it can cause difficulty too, like tidying up and shit. Loving yourself back to wholeness, the beautiful lotus that grows from murky waters. But again, because I can empathise on a deep level, I'm also able to help some of you because I get it, you know what I mean? And my strengths support what other people aren't so good at and vice versa. Disempowering triggers, bringing light into dark corners. And the way I just described that, although I was talking about things like ADHD, like that is actually like twin flames. You support each other's, you know, strengths and weaknesses. Originally, the title for this oracle deck was going to be The Language of Light. It was not actualising that incarnation, and other layers of meaning needed to be honoured. The full spectrum I was guided to bring through also included the shadow. In hindsight, choosing to deepen the message of balance that Lemurians were bringing forth through this work meant I had to experience my shadow. My shadow encounters brought light into the nooks I didn't know I had, and if there's a way to fast track your growth, it's by being real with the shadowy, unloved parts of ourselves, which again, that is really the bulk of the work that I do with people. With my Pluto in 0 degrees Scorpio, it's like a doorway to the shadow energy in the 12th house, the hidden energy. So again, that's how I'm able to really help people do that in a deep way. I'm just going to skip this bit. When we discard parts of ourselves, we're throwing away the baby with the bathwater. Often our greatest strengths are our greatest weaknesses and vice versa. Yeah, like one of my greatest strengths is my vulnerability. And that's very apt for this being an Aries moon that this is going out for majority of the day. I think it's after mid-morning or something UK time, because some people could be like, oh my god, like how can she be that raw and how can she be that honest about twin flame journey and about loads of parts of life? And it's like, well, because I've not got anything to hide, you know, like there's, you know, you don't know everything about my life, but it's like, you know, I've faced my shadow, I've integrated my shadow, and I'm just showing up and shining my light. And you know, like I'm not trying to be like anyone else, I'm who I am, you know. And like if you're not that honest, then just you be who you are. You know, there's people that very much have a mask, and they're not being fake, but they've got a professional persona. And then, but really, my professional persona is not really vastly different from if you met me in the street, and that's just who I am. It doesn't mean it's better than anyone else. It's just the way that I am. I'm an Aries. So however that fits with people. I've come to learn that shadow work and self-love are practices to implement on a day-to-day basis. When we merge this awareness with moment-to-moment consciousness, densities don't even get a chance to form. We can live and love even bigger. And this true freedom, self-empowerment, are where love and light can radiate. Love and light, or love and empowerment. A true light bringer shines light in all the corners so shadows can be acknowledged and released. Yeah, I love it. Take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself you need to take out to the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Shadows can be painful and tender to touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored hidden corners. And with this being the last day of the Lionsgate portal, you could really use that light, that strong energy of the wheel to really, you know, shine a light on the darkness to release it. So it's a good day to book a session if you want to book a session. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness and self-love. Peel back the layers where there's shame, guilt, fear, bring them into the daylight. Under loving, compassionate light, they will resolve and re-assimilate so you can re-engage with your superpowers. Love it. Oh. So, and let's get this from this interesting deck. Let's get a message. Oh, that wanted to cling. Oh, wait a minute, that's the thumbnail. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Wow, that's Aries moon. That is so Aries moon. Geeking out. Right, give us one for the feminine, masculine, feminine side. Call of the muse. The feminines are calling in their masculines. Simple as. Masculines are following their own feelings. That would be for their feminine side. Masculine. Earth magic. The masculines are being called to ground the union into the physical. Same, and I said that 444, angels are supporting it. The feminines are being guided to ground some sort of action where they're really, I feel the action you're to take is to be mostly in your feminine, but obviously there are actions that you take too. So ever take that how it resonates. The storyteller, it's time to write a new story, but this time together for those people that resonates with. 7, see, I don't like saying see, but they're talking through me. I knew that's what they were saying. It's time to write a new story together. That's a nice thumbnail. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there, short and sweet for today. But I'm sure I'll be on a live today. Otherwise, tomorrow definitely. But I'll just see. It'll be Tuesday, Wednesday. See you later.